afternoon, students. In today's video, we will learn about balanced diet. So, what is balanced diet? A diet that contains all the types of nutrients like carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, minerals, and fat, including the roughage and the water, in the correct amount is called a balanced diet. To be healthy, we must take a balanced diet properly, and it helps to grow our body and also the development of our mind. Now we will learn some healthy eating habits. So number 1, that is eat lots of fruits and vegetables. Number 2, eat carbohydrate rich food like rice, bread, chapati, etc. Number 3, eat fish, meat, eggs and pulses for protein. Cut down on fats and sweets. Avoid too much salt or salty food. And finally, drink plenty water. These are some healthy eating habits. Now, see, there is a picture in your book, a pie chart is given that shows a balanced diet in the correct amount. See the picture? You can see the pie chart. Here, the majority of the part contains the carbohydrate. After that, the proteins, fats, vitamins and minerals comes. But the majority part is the carbohydrate. Another important thing is exercise. Regular exercise is very much important to keep our body healthy and fit. Running, cycling, playing outdoor games, these are the different forms of exercise. Practicing yoga is very much effective for our mind and body. And exercise helps our muscle and heart strong. Since food is very much essential for us, we should follow some steps to avoid the wastage of the food. So, first one, start with a small serving of food and take more if you need them. While eating, you should take a small amount and serve with a small amount. If you need, then you can take more after that. Controlling the amount of food on your plate controls the amount in garbage. Remember that. Next, recycle leftover food into another dish for the next meal. If there is any dish leftover on your plate, you can put it and also you can take it after the next meal. Okay? And leftover food, if it is still fresh, it can also be distributed among the poor and needy people. Next one, buy just what you need. Don't buy unnecessary things, what you don't need. Before going for shopping, make a meal plan based on what's already in the fridge and store. This helps reduce wastage and saves the time and money. If you buy more than food you don't need, that will be your waste of money and also it will be the waste of food. So don't do it. Next one is store cooked food, fruits and raw vegetables in the refrigerator. Yes, if there is more fruits and more vegetables you don't need, you can put it in the refrigerator so that you can eat it after whenever you need. Okay, and there are some process to store the grains or vegetables or fruits that is called the cold storage. In the cold storage, some seasonal fruits like mango, apple, pears and some seasonal vegetables like cucumber, and also there is cabbage, peas, radish. These fruits and vegetables can be stored into the cold storage so that it can be sold throughout the year. When the food is not stored properly, it gets spoiled, and if we eat the spoiled food, we fall sick. So, if we want to store the food for a longer time, we should preserve the food. And the process of treating food to prevent it from getting spoiled is called the preservation. There is some method that helps to preserve the food. These methods are cooking, freezing, canning, drying and adding some preservatives to preserve the. Number 1 method is cooking. Some of the food items are eaten raw, but most of the food we have to cook. Cooking not only helps to kill the germs, but also helps the food to be softer, tastier and easier to digest. Some of the methods of cooking are baking, frying, and roasting and also boiling. Number 2 is freezing. The low temperature inside the refrigerator keep away the germs. So we can store the fruits, the vegetables or any kinds of food in the refrigerator. Number 3 is canning. Canning is a method in which food items like jam, juice are heated to a high temperature, then cooled and stored in airtight container so that it helps the germs keep away. Number 4 is drying. Some food items like mint, red chilies are dried so that water is removed from them, and also this prevents the growth of germs that spoil food. Number 5, that is adding some preservatives. What is preservatives? Preservatives are some chemical substances that is added to food to prevent it from getting spoiled. Some examples of some preservatives are like oil, salt, vinegar, sugar, etc. When the oil and the salt is added to food items to preserve them, this process or this method is called the pickling. When fruits or vegetables are kept into the sugar syrup to make the jelly or jam, this method is called the gelling. So these are the 5 types of process or method of preserving the food. So this is the first chapter, and go through the chapter very carefully. In the next video, we will discuss about a new topic. Till then, stay safe. Thank you.